For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back.
Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins...
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here. A clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Two men are a complete new universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company. Says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off. It could give him the mental advantage tonight. If you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play.
Take off. Oh, compressing time with a splash. Someone's got bad intentions, and I like it. Body on body. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
The count continues.
Time to get back in there.
Looking to beat the count out and head back to the ring. He'll make his way to the ring.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
You're looking for a neck breaker here. No! Forearm to the base of the skull.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway
From the top.
And nobody home on that one. Connected hard with the calf kick.
Rollins finding himself in deep trouble here against Punk. No chorus can help this man now.
From above!
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stand. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety, although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
You hear them saying, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute! I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins.
He's perched in the corner, set, stalking into it, little stomp.
Will that close Punk out?
Kicked out at one? Even the ref can't believe it.
Simply unreal, potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this.
Brought down with the sling blade.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. Impressive reversal on Rollins.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
And go to sleep. GTS from Punk.
Is it enough for Punk?
And he tosses him back in there.
From the top rope.
Nobody home. What an impact.
A bit of a miscalculation on that attempt.
And that miscalculation can be the deciding factor in this match.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
And he turned it around. Kick gets caught. Dragon screw.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Gonna sleep.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
Looking to put this one away.
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk.
and a quick pin attempt. Oh, just like that, he stops the referee's count.
Yeah, he was not willing to chance things at all.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
WrestleMania main event, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk in a triple threat match with nothing but pride on the line. Each man came here to win and win at all costs.
Out of the ring goes Seth.
High risk!
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
And an elbow. CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure betting men would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Come on, this has got way too far. Just stop this already. Just wail it away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Punk finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Punk could be turning his fortunes around.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
Beautiful! Sliding back into the ring. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Now hold on, a manager should not be diving under the ring for anything. What's his scheme here?
He connects with a counter. He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
He's just running on pure instinct right now, and it's working.
Will Reigns finish things now?
Kick out. Oh, my God.
How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
I don't believe it. Reigns has ended so many matches that way, but this one just took an unexpected turn. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Connected full force with the chair.
There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys.
Just clubbing down.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
From the top, crossbody from the top.
He quickly slides into the ring. Seth losing any command of this match.
Rollins has to find a way to right the ship here. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
Oh, man. Punk now looking to up the ante, and he locks in the Anaconda vice grip.
He's in a bad position. He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk.
the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to...
Rollins lining it up.
Oh, no! RKO out of nowhere. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Down with a GTS.
Can Reigns recover from that?
Makes the cover. Somehow he kicked out.
A kick out, and Reigns is still in this.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And
GTS.
is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Oh, kick out at two.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Clothesline! Off with their head.
Is it enough? Is this the end? There's two. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Shane Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the showcase of the Immortal.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after
The WWE Championship, one of the most...
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Retaliation from the Hitman.
He's got something coming.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile. Here we go!
All the way to the outside. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Butterfly suplex! Hitman is performing with such precision right now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Power from the suplex. And there's a good blow to the body.
Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex. Over and over again, getting beaten down with force.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Figure 4. Leg lock. That's hooked in deep. Is he going to tap here?
Needs to find a way out. Reverse. The pressure. That'll break the hold.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month back.
Down the hatches. These two are loaded. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Drop kick. Beautiful. Bret Hart, look at this.
Pile driver.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise... breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Oh, he had that scouted. The discus clothesline.
Decapitating.
Quick reaction to Hart there. Slam. This personal rivalry goes flying.
Big leg drop. Boom.
Debilitating attack on the leg. Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch.
Armbar stretch applied.
Elbow drop.
Figure 4. Leg lock. Tying those legs up. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharp shoot.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Propping him up in the corner.
Teardrop suplex.
HBK has to be thinking about ending... That's night after that move.
Here's the pin. Title could be decided. The champ easily stopping the count.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Bret Hart. This is opponent up and a sit-out pile driver.
This is Hitman wanting to punish Michaels from pillar to post.
Championship on the line. This could be it.
Shoulders are down. Oh, close call makes the champ nervous.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down? This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Bret look like they're going to relent to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title.
Clothesline in the corner. He's got a... The count-out rules as he heads ringside. There goes Hart back to the ring. Uh-oh.
A quick reversal into the arm drag.
He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating.
With the counter.
Oof, a back-breaking shot if ever there was one.
Being placed in the corner here.
Uncorked a big punch. Uh-oh. Face full of turnbuckle.
Ooh, that could have done some serious damage.
He gets him right in the jaw.
Countered and taken down with a DDT. Bret Hart. Pile driver.
Call it academic. That's just the way it goes with the excellence of execution.
How much more abuse can they take? Shawn and Bret are each looking to take their pound of flesh from each other.
Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Across the top rope, all the way to the floor.
Airborne!
Whoa, look out!
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly a...
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Submission hold locked in. Struggling to fight out of this submission, but there are no rope breaks on the outside. There's no use in...
And the agony has no reason to end as we see him tapping out in pain.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Sudden cutoff from Bret. And gets tossed back into the mat. And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead. And into the corner he goes.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. Strong kick to the body, drops their opponent. What do they have in mind here? The leg is captured. Uh-oh, figure four around the ring post.
Absolute torture. Gentlemen, we are witnessing history in the making here.
What an incredible match this has been. And an inverted atomic drop. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
And an inverted atomic drop. This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
This relentlessness is... Hart's trademark.
Ooh, slam! The Hitman staying on the attack.
This cannot be how Shawn envisioned tonight going. So much tension applied to the leg.
Bret Hart with a rough blow there. Yes! Hitman never saw that coming.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a guaranteed classic. A match we will be speaking about for years to come. Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
Nice Russian leg sweep. HBK in real danger here.
And Bret cannot be stopped right now.
And Michaels put a quick stop to the momentum that was mounting against him.
Could be the table turner Shawn desperately needed.
This is where stubbornness might catch up to him.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of blows to the head, and you know he won't quit.
I'd say this has been tough to watch, but I think that would honestly be an understatement.
Yeah, these repeated blows to the head. Truly gruesome and reckless display.
From the top, elbow drop, good lord. Just a surgical approach we're seeing from Hart.
Though HBK can turn this around.
The Hitman now lifts up his opponent.
Pile driver.
Call it academic, that's just the way it goes. With the excellence of execution. Blast off! All the way, what impact!
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Piece by piece, Hitman's chipping away.
Stalking from above.
And Bret off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
While tucked down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally tucked down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
There's press! There's press!
Absolutely relentless offense here. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. Oh!
Effective counter.
The excellence of execution, looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes. Sharpshooter applied. Sharpshooter's locked in. Hart is cranking it with everything he's got.
Here's his opponent. Brett retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Brett is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the fate of Hart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack, two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their...
Up high! You gotta be kidding me! Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the fate of Hart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack, two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all three of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it. He's got something in mind. Oh, what a clothesline. Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be the better competitor. Tonight, we're getting both men in their prime, and I cannot wait to see the destruction that ensues.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Oh, yeah, Punk's... Watch out! Good Lord! Taking flight! Unbelievable athleticism! Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
And guys, Cactus may finally be at that point. He's taken on so much brutal offense, Punk may have victory in hand. And a late pin attempt by Cactus Jack. He kicks out with force.
How on earth did that? Oh my gosh, what impact!
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Stiff headbutt.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Almost. Here's the cover. Does he end it? This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind.
Jack just got out of there. Struck with a calf kick.
With them fighting on the stage like this, there's no way this is going to end well.
Understatement of the year. Fighting on the stage only leads to disaster, believe me.
Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out.
Able to parry that one.
Calf kick on the money.
Bam! A knee right to the gut to gain some distance.
Turns it around.
Oh, man! He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Cactus Jack has something brewing. DDT planted him.
Just caught all that with his face, but now CM Punk looks like he's opened up.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and
A perfect Falcon Arrow there.
Splash!
massive.
Oh, my. CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders. GTS connects. Opponent looking helpless on the table.
Look out! Oh, a soul-crushing splash. Good Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Good night.
Jack just got out of there. Oh,
chair projected right to their face.
There he goes up that ladder.
Well, he's up there. Now what?
A little cockiness here from Punk. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Can't say I like the situation, but there's no backing down now.
Yeah, retreating would be a clear sign of weakness at this point.
Isolating the arm.
He's starting to get up, but he might be put right back down. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Good God, no!
You can't be serious! What the hell did we just see?
Stop this now! Somebody has to put an end to this! Get security! Get the National Guard, for Christ's sake! Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, go to sleep!
Ringing the arm, looking now for it. Top wrist block.
And makes it out. Bludgeon!
The pin! It's all or nothing time! There's a shoulder up almost immediately. Uh-oh, mandible claw! Mandible claw!
Standing on production boxes and shipping crates, willing to fight anywhere and everywhere.
What a reversal!
He's been put in a bind. Oh, God!
Ah, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. Boom!
Able to steer clear of danger there. I've seen some dog fights in my life, but nothing like this.
Oh!
Boom!
Framing him up. He's got a picture-perfect opportunity here.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot? Pin on CM Punk. Oh, great counter and a cover. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
Ooh, this is an industrial area. It's no... CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda vice grip.
You can tell that's locked in deep.
Every second for him is...
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Punk with the cone.
All out of sorts. He won't see this coming at all.
Hit by the soaring cone. Wow.
He's got him where he wants him.
And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. And Cactus Jack's never backed down from a fight in his life, and looks like tonight will be no exception.
Big time height on that kick.
What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see. Taking this fight to such a dangerous area. There's potential danger everywhere you turn. Taking things back into the ring.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
He might just be stalling for time here. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
Sent right into the corner.
Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance, dragging his opponent up onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're damn right, the plunge!
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Cover! 2! Good Lord, CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends in matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place. He wants weapons.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who...
Look out! Wow.
Good Lord! Taking flight!
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question the Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
Rebellious, hard-headed, venomous. Just a few of the words you could use to describe both CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But which of them is the biggest, the baddest, the best? Tonight, Austin and Punk aim to find out in a no-holds-barred match. What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround. Lights out, face first!
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during...
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. What a counter!
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. All this heavy artillery is really adding up.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. Oh my goodness, what a double-handed chop. Spinning kick to the gut. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd... What's it gonna take to win?
Uh-oh! Nice counter by Austin. Spin kick to the midsection. Huge kick connects. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity. Propelling into the table.
Setting up the table here. Who knows what he has planned?
Being carried around now.
Oh no! Smashed clear through the table.
Sending him careening through the table. Nothing but carnage and wood fragments are left.
Oh, and he manages to reverse. When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As for the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's as good as done here.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
And on. Is out.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era. And Austin, the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match. From the top rope.
Bullseye with the elbow. The Rattlesnake getting defanged by CM Punk right here.
Any and all momentum has been taken from Austin.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up. I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
And Austin's plans fail there. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my, here we go.
Good night, GTS. It's all Punk's for the taking.
CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a go-to sleep.
Will that keep the Rattlesnake down?
Quick evasion from him.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing.
Oh, now this is a hockey fight.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the Rattlesnake. He's got the shoulders down. This is it. A defiant kick out after one.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count.
My goodness. Came down like a hammer on that arm. He's got his sights locked in now.
And saw what was coming there.
Jaw-shattering stunner.
That looked just as devastating as when his opponent does it. When you're in an atmosphere like this, when you can't hear yourself think because the crowd's so loud, you find a way to do superhuman things. That's what the...
CM Punk completely dominant. Uh-oh. Quick escape from danger there.
The Dragon Screw. Game changer. Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Jeez, this is turning into a real Donnybrook.
And somehow this fight has found its way right into our laps.
Man, this place is jumping. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk laying into Austin with a chain of hits.
Oh, sent hard into our announce table. He has clearly made up his mind, and he's looking to cause sheer destruction there.
Ooh, so much disdain swinging a table like that. This has got...
No.
Pile driver.
Just decimating our announce table.
Decimating a human body. We need medical attention out here.
The Rattlesnake is square in CM Punk's sights.
CM Punk in full control. There's the left.
Bang, go to sleep.
Once more with extra feeling.
2. Wow, just barely making it out.
Unbelievable tenacity on display from Stone Cold. Austin simply refuses to quit.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Uh-oh, Punk taking a look under the ring apron now.
Get ready for chaos. The chair is coming out.
And Austin fends him off. Excellent opportunity for Austin to shift the momentum.
Yeah, but Austin needs to maintain some offense to fully get back in this one. And now attacking a downed opponent with that chair set up. While this is unconventional, armbar applied using the steel.
Stone Cold, they cap out. How embarrassing this would be.
Can the Rattlesnake survive this pain?
And wants to quit, cannot tolerate anymore.
here is your winner, CM Punk!
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and
Lift off. Lands the splash. High rent district for CM Punk.
wants to finish this.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
From above.
Up high. Crossbody from the top.
You have got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over and over again.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched, I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
Ooh! CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove. He's the better competitor tonight.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rule book. Plus, even lift off. Whoa, look out.
Eddie slides him back to the mat.
He's got the target acquired, just a matter of time.
Taking off from the ropes.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie. Two men that are the...
Incoming! Crossbody from the top!
Oh, the sheer force of that Irish whip. Oof! Knee strike connects.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight. From above!
From the top!
Diving double axe handle. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Just welting the back with those laces.
Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
2 count. No! 2 count.
This has been a hard-fought match. The calls are only going to get closer.
Oh, what a kick.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Somehow breaks the count immediately.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Placing him in the corner. Connects. Saw it coming.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career from the top, all the way to the outside.
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Might not know where exactly he is right now, and it's about to get worse.
Come top with a savage clothesline. Yet another targeted attack to the torso there.
And an elbow from the middle rope.
He's going back for more.
Look at the high frog splash. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Guerrero's tangled up. Pile driver. Good God. Oh, the elbow connects. And CM Punk is in control.
Punk is determined right now.
He is locked in and has his opponent dead to rights.
Whoa, just floating through the air.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Strong counter from Punk.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Mongolian chop.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Eddie needs to start reacting quicker. Able to slip out of that situation. Oh, fired back with a stiff shot to the face.
What a drop kick. Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
The springboard attack fails to land.
He's been outsmarted here. Oh, driver! Spiked him. Another targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
Getting sent to the turnbuckle.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth does CM Punk got planned here? Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle. The plunge.
No doubt that is it.
Looking for the victory. 2. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Sing
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot Tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
This is thunderous.
CM Punk may be the...
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all.
Driving the knee into the head.
And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age...
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? Up high!
You gotta be kidding me! Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. He's heading back to the ring.
Oh, clothesline! And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
Blast off! Crossbody from the top!
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds when the pressure is at its highest.
And it doesn't get perched up top. A diving knee drop.
Triple H dodges out in time.
Punk really wants to humiliate Triple H tonight. Has told the game, I'm in the ring every week performing at the highest level, and that's what makes me the best in the world.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
After everything, and wait a second, interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Calf kick finds the mark. The game in bad shape right now.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H. Being set up in the corner for something.
Planted up high on the top turnbuckle. A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever, because incoming, massive superplex off the top rope.
And Triple H well scouted.
The scenes of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year. And enters back into the ring. Set him up, Russian leg sweep. Hit on CM Punk. Shoulder up even before a 1 count.
Amazing. He's tied up.
Neckbreaker.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Up and... oh! Knee right to the spine.
Looking to go up high.
Punk about to take flight. CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
And with that, Punk just showed Triple H exactly whose era it is now. Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
I think that throw moved the entire ring. He's able to dodge that one in time.
Calculating the next move here. Big time escape right there.
A scramble in the corner now. CM Punk climbing the ropes. Cooking up something, looking for something big here to put this one away. Oh my! The plunge connects.
Put a bow on it. This one's wrapped up.
Here we go. Cover. 2. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the...
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures?
The following is a triple threat match.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista.
A man who had to battle his way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk. This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job, but Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own. You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
CM Punk finds himself in a very tough spot here between Randy Orton and Batista. How can Punk keep his title dreams alive in this one?
Caution's the name of the game for Punk. He already wrestled one match tonight, so he's the soft target. He has to duck and dodge and only go on the offensive when it's as safe as possible.
Here he comes. From way up. Boom.
Watch out. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
The animal is fired up as he'll ever be. Ooh! And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
He's thinking a steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
Hooked up. DDT! And now Batista's being dismantled.
Smothering offense from Punk here. Oh, heads up, chairs flying. Who knows what's coming next?
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Neckbreaker!
Knee right in the moneymaker. And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper
Taking flight.
Whoa! Cross body!
Someone knows that if they want to hold gold at the end of the night, they have to pull out all the stops.
Into the ring again now. Now shoulders down.
Here we go. Hooked up and boom!
Climbing up the corner.
stalking from above.
From way up. Double axe handle connects. Oh!
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
To the sky. Oh, an axe handle.
And Orton just with nowhere to turn on that exchange.
Triangle armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in.
And he's able to put an end to that submission.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Quick thinking right there.
Oh, with action spilling in our direction.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. DDT! Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Batista has to exhibit some resiliency now.
Can Batista fight back from this?
Oh, we know what's coming. Uh-oh. And averting damage there.
High level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Into the unforgiving barricade.
Oh, driving the elbow.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Batista is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Big time height on that kick. Shining Wizard! CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE. And if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to... future Hall of Famers, and so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight. Oh, scattered that one. Now Orton looking for some momentum.
Maybe Orton's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Orton making his way out of the ring again. And Randy can't mount any offense.
He shoves him onto the announce table, looking to end this in spectacular fashion.
And Punk gets countered there. And he found an opening to fire back.
Yeah, and now perched on. Batista averts the attack.
Oh, that just looks like it busted him open.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster. Oof.
Of his match against Triple H.
Orton with a fence press, rapid fire right hands.
And now he's back into the ring.
Down with a bulldog.
Caught that one with his face, and Randy's bleeding.
Spear!
But all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring. Sent flying hard into the corner.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. And that turns things around.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
Oh, what a club. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Has retrieved the kendo stick. I can already feel the future once forming.
Randy Orton. Nice backbreaker. Randy now for the win. The Viper wins it all. Orton defeats both Punk and Batista.
The winner of this match, and still.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the number one question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an evolution.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
An absolute misfire. You really do to see it.
And now it's about trying to continue after such a fatal error. Russian leg sweep.
Ooh, what is it about our desk that attracts superstars to it?
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. And the champion doesn't want to be on the receiving end of that again.
Boom! And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is an afterthought. But you guys are right. Using the chair with no caution at all. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Locks in the gut wrench. Suplex.
And a big question coming into tonight. Was our going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules. Whipped clear out of the ring, has to be all out of sorts right now. Wants to finish this.
Taking flight. You gotta be kidding me.
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
Vicious. And it looks like, yeah, he's donning the crimson mask after that move.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As her good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it would look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE.
Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening.
Gets lifted into position, crashing into the chair.
Oh my word, that was a terrible way to land on that chair. Just the chilling sound of bone meeting steel.
Whip back into the ring.
A little cockiness here from Batista. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Big clothesline. Target acquired and destroyed. Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
Stalking from above.
From the top. Diving double axe handle. He gets into the ring. He's headed up high. From way up, double axe handle connects. He gets back into the ring. Set him up. Russian leg sweep.
Never wanted this triple threat match. Now making CM Punk suffer for it. punches in that anaconda vice.
He's in a screw, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out with a submission. Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE, and if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stamford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Corbin Street would go crazy tonight. Ooh, bang! Counter by CM Punk. Picture perfect takedown. Back into the ring here. Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Powerbomb.
Orton with a bench press and now unloading rights on his opponent.
Taking even more punishment and damage to the head.
As far as strategies go, it does not get more intelligent or more diabolical than this one. This all-out cranial assault is the
CM Punk. Kick out after one from the challenger.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Huge kick connects. Hurling Batista to the floor.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Oh, knee right to the spine. Look at this suicide dive.
Throwing absolute caution to the wind there, and it paid off big time.
Reversal. Well scouted.
A little cockiness here from Batista. This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing to give up any ground.